Hi, good morning, everybody. Corey Thorne, psychic medium, spiritual healer, and empowerment life coach. Welcome. Today, I wanted to record a video to get ready to go into the weekend. I just recorded a video on Monday, and that was for the week heading up into the 21st. The channel messages that are coming through today for me are all about love. And as we're moving into a winter solstice and into the full moon that's coming, we've just come through some really, I guess, heavier energy, some heavier times, some really challenging times. And what's really resonating with me today is the sense of love and stepping into love. And I'm picking up a lot about the fire signs today, which is our Aries, our Sagittarius, and our Leos. But and I'm an Aries, so I get it. I feel as if there's just this powerful, I want to say powerful fire igniting and not that the other signs are not involved. It just feels like this is, water turns to ice in winter. It feels as if there's just like a sense of hardening, getting tough with yourself for my more gentle signs, getting tough with yourself and facing your realities, facing your truths, like that whole, is this what I'm really like? Is this how I really behave? Is this the way I'm? And in my earthy signs, it feels like a little bit of a slippery slope of having to kind of you're not losing ground, but you're kind of losing some old ways of thinking, things that you've been really hanging on to really, really tight. And it's like, this is who I am. This is the way I am. I don't want to change. And I know I'm right, and I don't want to, and I'm not going to face the reality that I can be wrong. There's no possibility, blah, blah, blah. That type of energies, those chatters that are taking place. And it comes from that fear-based thinking. And of course, my fire signs that I'm really picking up is that flame, like something's igniting. I want to get moving. I want to get going. How come I'm not getting going? So I'm getting frustrated and angry and pissed off that things are not going the way that I want them to go. And this is just the energies that just seem to be chattering around me today and around for all of the signs. Like it's all of the signs all coming together. And I'm not an astrologer, so I don't know about the astrology so much other than what channels through me and what I have learned over the years. And but this is the chatter that I'm hearing, and I've been hearing it since I woke up. But with all the signs and what's coming up is, if we just sit back for a moment and we just see the love that we have, if we feel the love that's naturally given to us, that pure God conscious love, and if we step into that and we step into a place of knowing the love that we have and knowing the love that's already there, then we don't have to search so hard. We don't have to fight so hard of these changes. We're not being faced with the realities of taking responsibility for our lives out of the fact that we want that we're to be judged by the universe, or to be judged by a creator, a source, a God consciousness. It's not about that. It's about saying, you are so loved and you have so much love right now at this very moment, at this very time in your life, that you're being asked to accept it, to embrace it, to just say, you know what, as you're going through these changes, as you're being willing to let go, as you're opening up the grip, as you're opening up your heart, as you're releasing yourself, know that you're not here alone. Know that you're not here to do this alone. This is a journey that you're taking with your higher consciousness, with yourself, with Creator, with Source, with God, with Jesus, with Mother Mary, with whoever you truly believe is here, with your spirit guides, with if you channel, with the channel. This is a journey. This is an opportunity to sit beside. And I always say, it took me years to be able to sit next to my oracle and have a conversation that I'm worthy to also sit with the oracle, not just to give out the information or to help other people heal. I'm worthy of that myself. And what are you worthy of yourself? You're worthy of stepping in and having a look at your life and kind of scanning back through as we come through to the end of the year, of looking at your life in the way of saying, I'm worthy of making these changes for me, because some of this has not been suiting me and some of this has not been serving me well. And I keep battling through relationships, and I keep challenging myself through defining who I am, or I'm hung on to define that this is who I am, and defining myself by this role or by this person that I thought I was. And where did that come from? Where did I build that up from? Where did I get that? And was it out of my desire to be accepted, to be loved, to be enough for somebody? Where was that coming from? And this past couple months, I really noticed, and even in myself, I really noticed really kind of behaving like I did years ago. And finally I had to say, hey, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? And how many people have been there? How many people have been experiencing that, right? Like raising your hand to the fact that you have been being faced with behaviors and beliefs and stuff that you probably haven't even heard of in years, or things that you haven't even done in years, and just all of a sudden it's in your face again, you're seeing it. And that's the reason why, as we're coming to the solstice, as we're coming into the full moon, as you go past the full moon, as you got those days past of what are you willing now to say, okay, I'm done doing this. I'm willing to, I want to light my life on fire. I want to be all of this. I want this so bad. What is challenging me to always be pulled back? What's keeping my feet so grounded that I'm being stubborn to a change? What's freezing me? What is bringing all of this to life for me? What's in the air? What's blowing in my air signs? What's been blowing past me? What do I keep blowing past? Or who do I keep blowing past? Who do I keep blowing off? All those things that are rising up right now, because we're in that spiral. We're in that place of saying, okay, let's take that leap of faith. Let's take that jump. And taking that jump means that the one thing that we have to do is embrace the love. Embrace the love that we have within ourselves. Embrace the love that's being shown to us. Embrace your own self-love. And it's about having faith in you. And that's what love is. Self-love is faith. Faith in all that you've already done. Faith in the fact that, you know what, I haven't fucked up everything. I haven't screwed up everything in life. I've done some really good things. And now I want to look at them and I want to say, hey, I did that. I accomplished that. I was that person. I was that incredible mom. I might not have did it perfectly, but I did it. Or I was that great dad, whatever it may be that you did. Hey, I did this in this relationship and I was good at it. Or this other person was great. Start to see the good qualities. And when we start to see the good qualities and the quantity of things that we've already had in our lives, and the compassion and kindness that was shown to us, or that we have shown ourselves in other situations, but right now we're beating ourselves up and we're holding on, or we're holding on to grudges, or we're holding on to old stories or old words and those type of things. Is that what is the greatness? What greatness do I bring? And when we start to see the greatness, that's us stepping into love, and it's into a place of faith, right? Faith in me. What do I bring to the table? And as I was saying yesterday to a client, let's sit to the round table. But when we get to the round table, I don't want to hear about anyone else. I want to hear about you. Tell me about you. What do you bring? What is your gifts? What have you done great? What is the wonderful qualities of you? And that's what this is about right now. This is about looking at you. And what have you done really well that you're willing to say, hey, okay, well, why am I being so hard on myself? Why am I stuck here? Why do I challenge myself? Or why do I keep putting myself back into this type of challenging situation? Or why do I keep self-sabotaging? That's a big one, is why do I keep self-sabotaging myself when I know the growth that I want to take, or I know the direction I want to go? Why am I so afraid of that leap? And is it because I can't see what's on the other side? What do I want to control? And knowing that when you're coming from that place of wanting to step into a control situation, a controlled environment, that also brings us into fear. And we don't have, love and fear don't go together. Just like love and light love and light do not sit in fear. Darkness sits in fear. Right? We don't have that when we're in fear. When we're in fear, we're saying, I don't trust myself. And I can't take responsibility for my own life and my own actions and my own behaviors and my own stuff, because I'm not ready to go there. I can't be there. And this is when we're in a place of saying, oh, I have such faith in myself that I can look at myself in the mirror and I can say, hey, you know what? You did that. You behaved that way. Why? Why did you behave that way? Why was I behaving that way? Why was I acting that way? Why? What was rising in me to bring out that version of me? And knowing that it is us, it's a part of our shadow self. It's a part of that shadow. But where did the shadow come from? And as we're moving past the shadow and we're moving into the light and we're moving into love, we're moving past the shadow and into a true version of ourselves, which means I am ready to make the changes that I need to make for me. And the cards that are coming out for me today are cards that I'm choosing from the romance deck, but it's not about a romance coming in so much. There is some romance coming in because we are in a romantic time. This is really in a romantic energy. And so first we're starting with you, and then we'll move into that romance for my singles. But it's you don't have healthy relationships when you don't have a healthy relationship with you. And if we don't start with a healthy relationship with you, we're going to pass on those traits into our children, into the other generations. And this is a coming full circle, the ancestral, the healing, the place of, I would say in the fall and stuff, when the leaves are falling, I really found that I was doing the healing work and doing a lot of teaching in the underworld, in the ancestral world of when leaves fall and everything decays and we have to, but it builds new life. Well, we're in that time now of being in the new life. So if we are a part of the new life, we don't want to pass on the old from the generations of that were fear-based. We want to pass on what it's like to truly know faith, to know love, to know what it's like to sit in love and to be able to make changes and to take responsibility that no one else is. We can't keep holding somebody else accountable, and we can't teach our children that somebody else is responsible for your bad behavior, for your constantly not wanting to succeed, for your self-sabotage. We can't continually place that blame on somebody else. When we take ownership, we're ready to heal. When we take ownership, we're saying, I'm worthy of the love. When we take ownership, we're taking full responsibility for ourselves. And then we can build healthy relationships all the way around, whether it's work, whether it's love, no matter where it is. And this is the place that we're shifting. This is the shift that's taking place, is that we're building stronger foundations. And as we're building stronger foundations, we're building a stronger future, a healthier future. And that goes into your own little personal little world of waiting for the perfect opportunities to arise. And the card that I pulled out was reconciliation, and this is about reconciliation. Sorry. Having a little moment there for a moment. Is about what of your past. So someone of your past is returning to your life. What if the someone of your past that's returning to your life is you? You're being faced with the relationships that you have had with you. Sorry, don't know why this keeps happening. My phone keeps coming into my system. The person that's returning into your life is you. Let's start there. Let's start, who was the person that showed up in those relationships? Why was I that way, right? Why did I hang on so tight? Or why did I argue so much? Or why did I accept that? Why did I let somebody beat me down that way? Or why did I think that it was okay for someone to mistreat me? Why did I not accept the love? Why was my heart not open to somebody who was too kind? Or why did I keep returning to the person who wasn't so kind? Or why was I mean or cruel to the person that was trying to be the most helpful to me? Those scenarios and those situations that's our whys, and we want to get clear on our whys, and we want to clear up the congestion that we have created in our own lives. As we're revisiting the past, we're not that person no more. So we don't want to beat that person up. We don't want to be harsh on ourselves. We don't want to continue opening up old wounds, but we want to explore that so that we can make the room for the new version of ourselves to come in and the new relationships that will follow through into there. So you're healing you, and you're building a loving relationship with all versions of you and all of the parts of you that have made you who you are today and who's coming to life right now at this moment. Sorry, I dropped a card. An unrequited love is the card that fell to the floor. And there's, you know, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So if you don't have enough self-love, if you don't have enough love for yourself, how do you keep the flame alive? How do you not freeze? How do you stop that tumultuous winds from blowing? How do you sit in the stillness and just in that soft breeze? How do you sit in, how do you have calmer waters? What's my other signs? So how do you stay connected to the earth? How do you enjoy your feet touching the ground? How do you have all of that if you're not having enough love, if there's not enough chemistry built up in your own self for you? And how do you have healthy relationships? How is it ever possible to have a healthy relationship when you haven't yet to have a healthy relationship with yourself? Let's start there. Let's make you the healthy relationship. Let's start this place of healing, this energy of where you are. Let's go into digging into, putting the key into your own heart, opening up your heart and exploring how worthy you are of the love that is being offered to you, and how worthy you are to sit with your guides, to sit with those spirits, to sit with those who love you on the other side, and have those conversations and have that deep-seated conversation with yourself of, what do I need? What do I need to help me grow? What is it that I need most right now? And to start to explore the faith that you have, and sitting to the round table. Imagine sitting to the round table and having that conversation with you about the greatness and the wonderful qualities that you have, that are already in place, that are already with you, that you bring to the table, that you have been bringing to the table all along, but what somebody else might not have seen and somebody else tried to break you free of, or to break you out of. And why were they trying to do that? What was it of them? And that was their shadow. And this is you making an effort. Make an effort to make you a priority today. Make you an effort to know that you are worthy to start taking the steps into this beautiful, healthy future that's about to come, as we start to let go of all of the past, as we start to break ourselves free, and we're coming into a healthy 2019, moving past the full moon as we go through it this weekend, setting your intentions, really setting clear intentions of what you're going to let go of. What I'm done. And making and setting a very clear view as you sit to that round table in your thoughts, of clear view of the beautiful, wonderful qualities that you already have, as you start to see yourself in the beautiful light that is always there, that has never left you. That you are one with all of that, and that you are worthy. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. And I will be back again on the weekend with a full moon meditation, and also with some more channeled messages. Have a great day. Thank you. Much love. Bye-bye.